Well, Diksha, let's move from Iran to Venezuela. And the country is reportedly considering leaving OPEC more than 6 decades after helping create the oil cartel. At the same time, the United States is negotiating for an ownership stake in some of Venezuela's most productive oil fields.
Right, Eric, and the developments, they could mark a major shift in the global oil power balance here, because Venezuela is closely examining plans to leave OPEC. And according to reports, no final decision has been made as of yet, but the idea has been discussed with U.S. officials. Venezuela was one of 5 countries that founded OPEC in 1960. But its influence has declined after years of U.S. sanctions, economic crisis and falling oil production. Venezuela pumped around 1.16 million barrels per day in July, according to a Bloomberg survey.
That is less than half the level of a decade ago. Now, Washington is looking to deepen its role in Venezuela's oil industry. The Trump administration is negotiating for an ownership stake in more than a dozen productive oil fields. Those fields are estimated to contain around 90 billion barrels of proven reserves. Venezuela as a whole has around 300 billion barrels of proven reserves, the world's largest. Under the proposed arrangement, the U.S. would hold an ownership stake while private companies, including U.S. firms, would develop the fields.
Well, U.S. Energy Secretary Chris Wright is expected to visit Venezuela next week to discuss ways for American companies to increase production. And the push comes as global oil supplies face disruptions from the Iran and Ukraine wars. The U.S. Strategic Petroleum Reserve has also fallen to its lowest level in 4 decades.
For OPEC, a Venezuelan exit will be more symbolic than an immediate supply shock. Venezuela is already exempt from OPEC production quotas because of its sharp output decline, but its exit could further undermine the cartel's unity.
The United Arab Emirates announced its own OPEC exit in April, while Iraq has also expressed frustration over the production limits, with Venezuela now considering the same move. OPEC could face growing pressure to maintain its influence over global oil prices.
For Washington, the strategic aim is to expand access to Venezuela's vast oil reserves, boost production and potentially reduce the influence of OPEC. For Caracas, leaving OPEC could provide greater freedom to raise output and attract international investment. But the bigger question is whether a closer U.S.-Venezuela oil partnership could eventually redraw the global oil map.